For the shoes, exceeds standards. Jimmie does a great job.
Have you been before? Is this your first time?
No, this is the first time I've had my shoes shine. I was in the military, so I always did it myself. But never quite to this effect.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmie.
Man, we got you.
And just the way Oxford Exchange is made for us to impress journalists, it's as if Oxford Exchange had Jimmie in mind to open the place up to us. Jimmie's a magnet, is a people magnet, and everybody's drawn to him for the first time we walk in, and he's very nicely positioned in the middle of the hall, and he reigns. He's the king of Oxford Exchange. So you can't help getting by him, but you don't want to. In fact, the focus changes onto him. You start with this big, impressive place, and all of a sudden, it narrows down to this beautiful person who wants to talk to you, wants to greet you. And this is what we're about in Tampa, at Visit Tampa Bay. So he's been very successful with us in impressing journalists, and many of them have noticed them. Recently, the Toronto Star interviewed him, and I know we're going to see a great piece featuring Jimmie because he is so impressive and because he symbolizes where Tampa is. We're a place that combines tradition and novelty and heritage and character. We take praise in being very authentic. And Jimmie is very authentic, so he really resonates with what we're trying to say about Tampa.
I started at Oxford Exchange. I started here December 23rd, as a matter of fact. December 23rd, 2016.
Okay.
I believe it was. 2015, I'm sorry.
Okay, 15, yeah.
Okay, it was December 23rd, 2015. And it's been an awesome opportunity. I met with, the directors, and I met with the owners, and we spoke, concerning my work and everything, and they were satisfied with my answers. They were satisfied with the work that I performed on them, and they brought me in and said, well, can you start tomorrow? I see the people actually come in, yes, I take a look at their faces, I take a look at, the way they walk, their body language, and then we began to talk and banter some things around, and it just becomes power for me. I don't know if power is the correct word, but it helps me. It helps me to thrive, in the environment. It helps me to thrive, and if I can help other people with a positive word or a look, a positive look, a smile, a wink or something, and I'm willing to offer that, because, I should say that I love people. I love being around people. I love interacting with them. Here we go with the Michael Jordan story. Yeah, this was some years back. Back in the 90s, as a matter of fact. And I used to work at a place called the Monarch Tower in Atlanta, which is connected to the Ritz-Carlton. And when Jordan would be in town, that's where they would hotel, at the Ritz. Well, he actually came down, and I actually had a chance to shine his shoes. He was dressed, it wasn't Air Jordan. He had on, he had on his dress shoes, and he was dressed up pretty nice. It was, for me, it was pretty interesting, because I was like, it's a big personality, man. Well, why me? But hey, he was a nice person. He was nice. We didn't talk a lot about basketball, but we did get, I did ask some questions. But yeah, he's one of the famous personalities. The servants are yes. That's yeah. I actually yes, I love that, you know, because a servant's heart is one that cares. A servant's heart is one that's willing to give of themselves for the betterment of another, you know, and that's what I choose to do, you know. I choose to express the things I feel about people through my service, you know, and like I said, that's to me, that's a service heart, just willing to give, you know, of what you have, to pour into someone else, you know, to brighten their day.
My name is Kurt Gleason. I'm the managing broker of the South Tampa office of Premier Sotheby's International Realty. So I've been a visitor to the Oxford Exchange for over 4 years now, since it launched in the fall of 2012. Also a member of the Commerce Club. Right now we're in the Friedman Room, which is a virtual business center for executives like me. Probably about 6 months ago, I walked into the Oxford Exchange, which is always a great experience. I noticed that there was a shoe shine stand there. And I'm a guy who likes to keep his shoes shining. So I said, what a treat this is going to be. So after the meeting, I wanted to meet the person. His name is Jimmy. And I didn't realize how much of a great experience it would be when I walked in. I walked out and met Jimmy, and he's just become just a really special friend for a variety of reasons. I think it's just he's a truly genuine person that takes great pride in his craft. He's shining shoes, but it's more than shining shoes. He's truly a perfectionist in his craft. In fact, one day I was getting my shoes shined, and a representative from Allen Edmonds, which is the brand of shoes that I own, that I'm wearing right now, stopped and did a double take, came back and asked the types of shoes I was wearing, confirmed, and told me he had never seen shoes looking that good. So that in itself is just the experience, but it goes way beyond just the quality of the shine. It's talking to somebody who has a great presence, a charisma. He's a great listener. He is instantly connected with you, and that in itself makes coming here even a more special experience. So I'm not the only person, I think, that has experienced the same thing. You mentioned that. And as I am there getting my shoes shined, people tend to gravitate towards us and want to engage in our conversation. So it's a feeling of comfort and pride and professionalism and just being a good friend that I look forward to my visits here and always make sure that I visit with Jimmy even when I don't need a shoe shine. Right. So that's a great observation, because you know we're so plugged in with everything. We have every device out there, and particularly the smartphone, right? Sometimes you'll see two people having coffee, talking to each other, looking at their smartphones. Is that really a conversation? So if you look at really somebody who's actively listening, I think that's a lost art, right? Having a communication and with somebody, to me, that feels really good. It's not an everyday occurrence where you can talk to somebody over, let's say, a 7-minute period or however long it takes to shine the shoes, where I'm not on my smartphone and he is not, and we're actually having a conversation. And I feel like I've known him for a long time. I look forward to getting to know him better, but he's a person that I always look for as soon as I open up the door. And again, all the compliments I get from my shoes are amazing. So it's been really a nice developing friendship, and I look forward to having my shoes shine today. You're just an awesome guy.
Like, you know what? You shout and praise, you know what I mean? But you are the star, because you're here.
Well, we're stars together, I think. Well-deserved praise, and you know, it's easy for me to say. I mean, come on, if the Allen Edmonds guys got stopped in his track to come back, I think maybe they wish they could have you on staff there. But I don't want you to go there. I want you to stay here at the Oxford Exchange, because you're two you're too much a part of it. It's just you do an amazing job. So there it is, and I don't know whether you could get them looking much better, my friend. But there you are. You're going to squirt some more on there, and you're going to do it again.
We're gonna get the fix up. This is always a wonderful experience with you, Kurt. Always.
Well,
And I enjoy every moment of being in the Oxford Exchange. I enjoy the camaraderie. It is really, really, it's really powerful, you know?
yeah, it is powerful, and I've watched your business grow, and that's been great because as a professional, I always want to recommend another professional, and I could not think of anybody else to recommend to come here.
Likewise.
You know, so I just hope you don't get too popular that I can't get an appointment with you.
You know what? You know what?
We laugh a
Now
lot, but you know what I mean. It's like I'll go
have
back to
done
my
it.
office and I always want to show people the shine, and I'll post it on social media.
You know what?
Tell people to check it out. You know
And
what
they
we're
have
what we're
been
doing.
Coming.
They have been.
They have
Right,
been
rightly
coming.
so. Well, man, I'm going to let you get on to your next customer because I got to get back to my office. But I want to say thanks.
Kurt,
It's always a pleasure, man.
always.
And I look
Always.
forward to seeing you again soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I would also like to say to the customers, they have done an excellent job here. And it is a wonderful, wonderful place to work. You know, I enjoy it immensely. And for that,
Well, we're thankful that they have you here because you make the Oxford Exchange even a more amazing experience. So good to see you, man.
thank you
Thanks.
very much.
All right.
You know, it just begins to roll down. That's, you know, it's pretty simple. I guess I just have the type of spirit and personality to where I can connect with people, you know, easily. And again, you know, that's what I love about being me, being Jimmy, you know, connecting with people.